Corky Taylor first called me here in the fall of 1991, asking if we needed any help on our telecasts of high school basketball. I said yes, and he worked with us for 20 years. Corky called me again 3 weeks ago, asking for my help in putting together some thoughts for his family. He passed away Wednesday night at the age of 60 from complications of lung cancer.
Matchup in this one, Corky. These teams haven't played in a while.
He was a big man in so many ways. At 6'8", Corky Taylor cast an imposing physical presence. But he was a gentle and soft-spoken man who gave a lot of himself. For 30 years, Corky worked for the city of Minneapolis, helping others through his work in the city's civil rights department. And basketball was always a big part of his life. He coached his sons in youth basketball. Chris and Kellen both went on to have successful prep careers at Wayzata High School and later in college. Chris at Ivy League School Brown and Kellen at Winona State, where he is still playing. Hopkins High School coach Ken Novak Jr. got to know the Taylors through the years of Corky's work at Channel 12 and later coaching against his sons.
Corky was just a good guy. He was a guy that everybody loved. He was kind of a gentle giant guy that loved basketball.
Unfortunately, for many local basketball fans of my generation and older, Corky was forever linked to an ugly basketball fight during his playing days with the Gophers. The January 1972 brawl between Minnesota and Ohio State at Williams Arena resulted in season-long suspensions for Corky and teammate Ron Behagen. It was one of the things he wanted to talk to us about 2 weeks ago.
It was important to me that Luke Whitty understand that there was no animosity between he and I. So I wrote him a letter, and he came back and called me on the phone. And we talked for like 2-3 hours. But to be honest, we were really pawns in the game. And college athletics are very challenging.
Corky and Ohio State's Luke Whitty got to be good friends later in life, and Corky remained a loyal Gophers fan long after his playing days were over. Current coach Tubby Smith issued a statement today saying, "He had been a mentor to many of our former players. I know that helped tremendously in my transition here at the University of Minnesota. We are grateful to have had the opportunity to know him." Corky was first diagnosed with lung cancer last July. He worked with us again most of last winter, including section tournament games in March. But the disease progressed rapidly and took his life Wednesday evening. He leaves behind his wife Joanne and his living legacy, Chris and Kellen.
I'm more proud of them than anything I could be proud of. Oldest son, Chris, was talking about quitting his job and moving back here to take care of me. I said, "Well, no, Chris, there's people that can take care of me." He said, "But it's not me."
I will miss my friend and know, like so many others do, that I'm better off for the experience.